Jahmyr Gibbs has the same kind of style of play that Barry Sanders once had in his prime. Speed, elusiveness, juke moves, spin moves, and the vision to, get out the backfield and go. You know, and this dude has a top five offensive line. He has Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalif Raymond, Tim Patrick, Jamison Williams, and, Allen Robinson, who's from Michigan. He has, a great offensive line, top five offensive line, and he has a guy who could complement him out the backfield like David Montgomery, a.k.a. Knuckles. But you definitely can't sit here and say you don't see similarities of Barry Sanders when you look at Jahmyr Gibbs. Because Jahmyr Gibbs is going places within 2-3 years of his career. He's going so far in his career, and he's ahead of his time right now. And he's pretty youthful, and he's gonna go as far as he can to take his game to the next level. Barry Sanders didn't get to see a offensive line or a quarterback or a full complete team, for that matter, to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. Now, did he go to the NFC Championship game like Jahmyr Gibbs did? Yes. Did he win a playoff game? Yes. But when you win multiple playoff games and go to the NFC Championship game with a talented roster like today's Detroit Lions have, anything is possible for this team. The sky is the limit for Jahmyr Gibbs, And not only sky is the limit for Jahmyr Gibbs, but sky is the limit from here being, a 9-1 team competing to be 10-1. And they have their best start since 1934. I wasn't even thought of. You wasn't even thought of when the best start happened at that time. And the last time they went 10-0 or 10-1 is when that team way back then was 10-0, and then they missed the playoffs later on. But this team is not going to miss the playoffs. This team is sitting on a chance of having a 13-win season or a 14-win season to complete the first seed and have a first-round bye. This team is looking at that, and you can't deny what the Lions are doing. You can't deny how well they've been playing on an 8-game winning streak. You can't deny it. You got to love it. You got to love it. You got to feel excited about it. Even before the season started, we were all excited about it. We all saw Super Bowl in their sights, and they see the same. So all you got to do is just, keep going, keep winning. You're playing against a sneaky Indianapolis Colts team at Lucas Oil Stadium, and right about now, out there, those fans are treating it like as if it's a home game. And everywhere they go deep. These fans go deep everywhere. And to see a sea of Honolulu blue at Indiana just shows that this team deserves to win a championship. This team deserves to be, Super Bowl champions and Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. They do. They deserve it. And that's something you can't take away from them. That's something that you can't take away from the fans. And that's something that you can't take away from this team's future. This team has a future to become a dynasty in the making. And, they can really be special. Very, very special. This is a special year, but they could be very special down the road. And Amon-Ra St. Brown said it best. We've been known that we were special. We've been known we were special since last season. And, they're growing. They're growing and they're maturing together as a young team, as a nucleus. And, I can't wait to see us in the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see us win an NFC Championship game. I can't wait to see, another great playoff run. I can't wait to see it. And I hope that once we win the championship, we can give honorary rings to, Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders. Some might hate Scott Mitchell, but Scott Mitchell deserves one. Eric Kramer, Rodney Peete, and a long list of past Lions players who never got to see or never got the chance to suit up and take this team, as far as what this team is doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope they get their honorary rings. And When we win the Super Bowl, I want to see Barry Sanders get the opportunity to hold that Vince Lombardi trophy and hoist it up with this team alongside, Sheila Hampford and Dan Campbell, AG, Ben Johnson, Rod Wood, all of them. I really hope that that moment happens in New Orleans. And some of you are going to sit there and say, it's crazy that you're thinking far ahead, but you got to think far ahead and you got to be optimistic in what you see in your team. That's what a fan is supposed to do. Win, lose, or draw, you got to feel that way. You got to have the anticipation of something is going to be great happening. You got to have the anticipation of something being special right here, right now. Just like you had that same special feeling when the Pistons won in 89-90, that same kind of feeling when the Detroit Red Wings won the Stanley Cup, back-to-back Stanley Cups from 97-98, that same special feeling when you see the Detroit Tigers go all the way to the World Series and win multiple World Series, but then go back to the World Series in 2006 with a clinching home run from Maglio Ordonez. That is that same kind of feeling, but even better, And it's been 67 years, 67 years of pain and sadness that this fan base has endured. Now they emerge to think of going all the way. Now we emerged that as fans, and we got a lot to go. We got a lot of work to do, and we got a lot to go and get after. Trust me, the journey doesn't stop from here. At 1:00 on NFL Fox, we have the civilian Jared Goff out there getting warmed up and ready to go. So after that, after he gets warmed up and ready to go, Panay Sewell is going to, get these guys hyped with his motivational speech. He does that every single game when you watch and keep an eye on it. And I did hear rumors about Daniel Jones coming to this team. I hear about it that there's 10 teams out there that are interested in picking up Daniel Jones, and we're one of them. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at, us wanting to pick up Daniel Jones or having the interest to pick up Daniel Jones, because first and foremost, Daniel Jones has the experience in the NFL. He's been around for a long time. He's won a playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings. And, he's an overpaid quarterback that once played for the New York Giants, and the New York Giants got rid of him. So from this point, it's like, are you looking for a starting job or are you looking for a backup job? And right about now, I think the Lions will be interested in picking him up for a backup job because Hendon Hooker is young. He's still green. He's still trying to learn the NFL as it goes. But if you put Daniel Jones as a backup in a playoff run with Jared Goff, you'll be just fine, And that's all I got to say about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch this game, Lions-Colts, at 1:00. It's about to get started. Stay tuned, because this team's going to drop a 40 burger for sure in this game. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 264 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a Lions fan to subscribe. And give me your thoughts on Daniel Jones. Give me your thoughts on Jahmyr Gibbs. And one pride, man. Let's go. Let's win. Beat Indy. Yeah.